I'm sorry for my voice. Disclaimer. Sorry, I'm getting over a sickness, but I'm fine. It's just my voice hadn't all the way come back yet. I did want to talk about something that's been kind of bothering me, really for years, but more so now, kind of. And I'm gonna make it quick. So I hope that the videos I post, one, are motivation, because growing up in the projects, Norwood Projects, Anniston, Alabama, I never saw myself doing a lot of stuff. I know I had goals and aspirations, right? But there are a lot of things I just didn't see myself doing. Excuse me. Either A, because I was told I couldn't do it, or B, I didn't believe I could do it based on my surroundings. Hey, CR, Messiah, I apologize. I don't know how to say it. Hello, how are you? I'm sorry. If I mispronounce your name, charge it to the ignorance. Excuse me. But one of the things I see, in trying to be a quote unquote entrepreneur, is that you have a lot of people who don't believe they can be something based on the thoughts and actions of others, right? So once again, I have a security company and I do personal training. I have a job, a 9 to 5. Well, I have two jobs, but I also do security for events, just different events. I don't take every event, I just take some. And I do personal training. So I look at my community. And when I say my community, I hate saying black, because black is literally not a color. Black is a hue or the absence of color. Excuse me. So, but what to say, people of color, or for the sake of argument, black people, we have this mentality that we got to keep it street, keep it G, keep it hood, just to look a certain way. Let me tell you something. If you have the mentality to have your own business, to want to do something, that money, that hood money, that street money, that's not going to get you anywhere. Money is green for the most part in America. Well, the dollar bills. So having the thought of, well, let's keep what's in the street, that is why we're not getting anywhere. We can't keep blaming other people solely because we're not getting anywhere, and then when we don't get there, make it about somebody else. No, it's about us. I'm not ever going to get to the point where I say I didn't make it to a certain place because somebody who doesn't know me or who doesn't look like me kept me from getting there. I serve a mighty God. And one of the things in our community is that when we say stuff like that, when we say we want to keep it hood or keep it street, we compartmentalize our own blessings. Why are you trying to keep it street and keep it hood? Why? You don't keep dollars in the hood, you don't keep dollars in the street, but we want to keep our dreams compartmentalized, like in a box, to impress other people who don't care about us. The quickest way to die in the streets is to be set up by somebody else in those same streets. The quickest way. You don't really see backdooring a lot outside the hood. You see it, but it's not prevalent outside the hood. But you got a whole bunch of folks who can talk about certain things, who can make a change, but they're too busy wanting to keep it hood, wanting to keep it street. I made it out the hood. I'm not going back. It's nothing back there for me. Why would I go back to that? If you meet anybody, if you run into anybody, if you're related to them and they have that hood mentality, that street mentality, get away from them. Because they're going to pull you back before you pull them. They don't want to get out the hood. They don't want to get out the street. That's all they know. So if that's all they know, they can only bring you back there. Man, look, don't be fooled by these stupid people. Don't. I don't want to even say create generational wealth for my daughter, but I'm trying to make a difference. You can make a difference in the hood, but when you have a hood mentality, it's not a whole lot you can do. Because the hood is the hood. If you can't see past that, then that's your problem. We got way too many people who can't see past their own block. God didn't put us here to just be stuck in an area, mentally or physically or geographically. He put us here to want to explore. Now, you don't have to go everywhere, but dang, man, who wants to just be stuck in the hood? Imagine me not thinking I could get out the projects in Anniston. I wouldn't be here. But you got a lot of people who think like that. You got a lot of people who say and do the dumbest things. and then they want to be taken seriously. Man, all in all, what this live is about is to just motivate people. Anybody can do it. You can do it. If you have a passion or a dream or a goal, exercise is my passion. I love that. I love seeing people lose weight, get in shape. I love seeing people feel better about themselves. That's my passion. I couldn't do that trying to stay in the hood. The hood has done nothing for me. The hood is going to be the hood whether I'm there or not. It's going to be the hood. The hood doesn't change. I do. I can mature. Nobody can look at me and say, well, Stephen Darrell Brown is the same at 44 as he was at 20. No. The hood is the hood. You get what I'm saying? And for people to want to just stay stuck in that mindset, to just wrap their minds around an area makes no sense. So if you have something you want to do, strive to be that. Don't let anybody tell you what you can. Hello, Tio or Teo, can and cannot be. And definitely don't let people tell you, well, the hood needs you. The hood, you can always go back to the hood. That's why you see people get out the hood and they say they want to go back. Some people get out and their mentality hasn't changed. You also have to change this up here. You can't be around certain people when you make it out. If you have goals and aspirations that are up here and the hood is down here, then you've made it this far. You have to go back down to the hood. The hood cannot come to you. The hood doesn't ascend. You have to descend to the hood mentality. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. It's not. It'll never be. And I just feel bad for a whole lot of people who could have made it out, who could have done something better, but they got this survivor's remorse. Y'all know what that is? Survivor's remorse is when you make it out and it's almost like you feel guilty for making it out because other people didn't. So you try to latch on to where you came from instead of saying, you know what, let me bring some people with me that have a mentality to help me, as opposed to going back, because when you stay stuck there, those people will get you in trouble. Look at these rappers, for example. Look at them. A lot of them go down because they wouldn't leave the hood alone. They had too many people telling them, well, you made it, so you're obligated to help us no matter if we hurt you or not. Ain't nobody bringing that. My businesses aren't even where they're going to be, hopefully in a year. You think I'm going back to the hood? No, I'll pray for you. I'll try to do what I can for you from a distance. I'm not going back to the hood. It ain't happening. I left from there for a reason. There's nothing back there for me. If people want to get out and they change their mentality, yes. But you have to change your mentality first up here. Don't bring that hood mentality with you. That's really it, y'all. I don't have a whole lot more to say, but like I said, we got to get out this street mentality, this hood mentality. I hate when I hear people say, let's keep it street. You don't hear these Warren Buffetts and Bill Gates type individuals, or Stephen Ross, or Mark Zuckerberg saying keep it hood, keep it street. You don't hear that. These people are billionaires. They in rooms with other millionaires and billionaires. But us, as long as we got respect in the hood, respect don't pay no bill. Not one. Respect ain't never paid a bill. And if it did, it's going to come to collect with interest. So let's please get out of that. I'm not trying to yell. Like I said, my voice is just not what it should be. And I hope this reaches the right people. If you disagree with what I say, cool. You disagree. Can't get mad. But I don't understand why we as people of color want to keep blaming everybody but ourselves. When I fail or succeed, I have to look at the person in the mirror. That's me. That's me. And I ask God to help me get better. Whether it's learning from a victory or a defeat, you got to learn from it. Way too many people have been blessed and put in positions to do more, to do better, and they get out the hood and then they can't leave the hood alone. Because you got some people from the hood saying, well, now come on back down here. No, I ain't going back to that gutter. It's the gutter. I'll bring you out, but it's your job to stay out. I'm not going back there with you. And I hope that, my businesses flourish one day, but I'm not going back to the hood. I got out for a reason, but you're never going to hear me say or perpetuate the mentality, well, let's keep it street. Certain things I can't speak on and won't speak on because you want to look a certain way to hood folks. F them folks. They don't like it, get away from them. They don't like you, get away from them. Some people don't like you anyway. Like I said in the beginning, some of the main people who get set up are the ones from the hood folks. The folks you think love you, but they secretly envious and jealous of you behind your back, they're the ones that'll mess you up. All right, y'all. It's the weekend. I got to do my duties of washing clothes and cleaning up this apartment. I'm done. I got a meal prep and all that. So y'all have a good day. If this offended anybody, good. I'm not apologizing. Y'all stay up. Have a good day. Keep watching the videos. God is good. God is love, man. Peace. I'm out, man. Y'all have a good day. Whatever you're gonna do it safely, and just getting ain't nothing in the streets, man. Stay in the house.